When two of a nation's most powerful billionaires go head to head, it's so much more than just a business rivalry. It's a battle that's literally going to define the economic destiny of over 1 billion people. So let's break down this high-stakes clash between Reliance and Adani and figure out what it really means for the future of India. So on one side, you have Mukesh Ambani, and on the other, Gautam Adani. Look, this isn't just about their massive fortunes. It's a fundamental clash of visions for where India is headed. The real question isn't just who's going to come out on top, but what kind of economy are they going to leave in their wake? All right, first up, let's talk about the established titan, Reliance Industries, led by Mukesh Ambani. For decades, the Ambani name has been Indian big business. We're talking about an empire built on pure industrial might and a really deep understanding of the Indian consumer. Reliance's power really comes from its absolute dominance in the core pillars of the economy. It all started with petrochemicals, the backbone of all manufacturing. Then they expanded into retail, touching the daily lives of millions. But their most disruptive move, by far, was in telecom with the launch of Jio. That one move completely rewired India's entire digital landscape. This quote, "This perfectly captures Ambani's core vision." He saw that the future wasn't just in physical stuff, but in digital resources. By calling data the new oil, he didn't just launch another telecom company. He kicked off a full-blown digital revolution, connecting hundreds of millions of Indians to the internet for the very first time. But of course, every empire faces a challenger, and that's where Gautam Adani comes in. If Reliance's story is all about legacy and dominating the consumer market, Adani's is about something else entirely. Breathtaking speed, massive scale, and just relentless aggression in building out the nation's infrastructure. The Adani Group's strategy was totally different. They focused on the arteries of the economy, the infrastructure. They quickly became India's largest private operator of ports and airports, basically controlling the flow of goods and people. And then they set their sights on the next big thing, green energy. And this is the Adani philosophy in a nutshell, nation building. By aligning the company's goals with India's biggest growth priorities, Adani has just fueled this incredibly rapid global expansion, snapping up assets left and right to build a huge integrated infrastructure empire. So what happens when you have the established consumer-facing giant and the rapidly expanding infrastructure king in the same arena? Well, it was pretty much inevitable that their paths would cross. And when they did, it set the stage for one of the most fascinating business rivalries of the 21st century. So where's the fiercest battleground today? It's all about green energy. This is where their ambitions are colliding head-on. Reliance is betting billions on building the technology. We're talking massive gigafactories for a green future. Meanwhile, Adani is in a race to become the world's largest renewable producer through sheer scale. It's a classic tech versus scale showdown. This timeline really shows you how quickly things have escalated. So back in 2016, Ambani completely disrupts telecom with Jio. For years, that's his turf. Then, bam! In 2022, Adani makes a surprise entry into 5G. The battle then immediately shifts to green hydrogen. Every single move is met with an equally massive countermove. And the thing is, this rivalry is so much more than just a fight for market share. It's a powerful accelerant. The competition forces both of these giants to innovate faster, to invest bigger, and it's pushing each other and, frankly, the entire Indian economy forward at a breakneck pace. But this isn't just some corporate story playing out in boardrooms. Their rivalry has these profound ripple effects that spread across the entire nation. So how does this battle really impact the Indian economy, the job market, and even your investments? Okay, first, let's just take a second to appreciate the sheer scale here. The combined market capitalization of these two groups is measured in trillions of rupees. Their investment decisions can literally steer the direction of the whole Indian stock market and signal global confidence in the country's economic future. It's huge. And their impacts are actually pretty distinct. Reliance is a B2C giant. Just think of the millions using a Jio SIM or shopping at a Reliance retail store. Adani, on the other hand, is all B2B. They're powering the ports, logistics, and energy sectors. So for investors, it kind of boils down to a clear choice. Do you want Reliance's perceived stability, or do you want to bet on Adani's high growth but also much higher risk profile? Okay, so let's distill this epic conflict down into some actionable intelligence. For any entrepreneur or business leader out there watching, there is a powerful playbook hidden inside this rivalry. What can we actually learn from how these two titans operate? It really comes down to three key lessons. First, diversify to dominate. Both of them moved way beyond their core businesses into new strategic sectors to build these resilient empires. Second, lead with a bold vision. They don't just play in markets, they make bets so enormous that they completely reshape them. And number three, harness competition for growth. They actually use their rivalry as fuel, not as something that holds them back. And at the end of the day, their battle isn't some zero-sum game for India. It's a force multiplier. It's pushing the boundaries of ambition and proving that Indian companies can compete on a truly global scale. Which, of course, leaves us with one final massive question to think about. This incredible concentration of economic power in the hands of just two conglomerates, is it the ultimate catalyst for growth, driving the whole nation forward? Or does it represent a potential risk, creating an economy that's maybe a little too dependent on the fortunes of a select few? What do you think? Is this intense rivalry a net positive for India, or is it a long-term risk? I really want to know your take, so drop your opinion in the comments below. And hey, if you learned something new in this explainer, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to Finologix for more business stories just like this one, and definitely ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks so much for watching. When two of a nation's most powerful billionaires